Listen to me carefully. Today is the day you decide that your life will never be the same again. I am speaking to you. Yes, you who has been waiting, praying, and hoping for a breakthrough. I want you to hear this clearly. In just 6 months, everything can change. Not someday, not next year, but in 6 months, you see, the plans that God has for you are bigger than the limitations you see in your life today. He's ready to take you from where you are, from the struggles, the disappointments, the setbacks, and launch you into your destiny. But you must decide, you must rise and take your position. The old habits, the fears, the doubts, they have no power over the life that has been written for you. This is your moment to reset, to realign, and to reclaim everything that belongs to you. The doors of opportunity are open, and the season of transformation is at hand. Get ready, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the ultimate plan, a plan that will shake the foundations of your life, a plan that will position you for miracles, breakthroughs, and a new level of purpose. Listen, act and watch as your world begins to change. Listen to me carefully, because what I am about to say could change the trajectory of your life forever. I want you to feel it deep inside your spirit, because sometimes we hear words, but they don't penetrate our hearts. Today, I am speaking directly to your heart, directly to your soul, and I want you to understand something very powerful. Change is not only possible, it is immediate. Yes, I said immediate. You don't have to wait until tomorrow. You don't have to wait until the circumstances are perfect. You don't have to wait until someone else validates your dreams or tells you that it's time. The time is now. The moment is here. Right in this instant, you can decide that your life will never be the same again. I know some of you are sitting there thinking, but I've tried before. I've failed before. I don't see how things could ever be different. And I hear you, I see you, I understand. But listen to me, those failures, those mistakes, those setbacks, they were never the final word on your story. They were only the preparation. They were the soil in which your breakthrough is growing. They were the wind pushing you to align with your destiny, even if you didn't see it at the time. Now, the question is, are you ready to take hold of what has been waiting for you all along? Because if you are willing to step out of hesitation, out of fear, and out of doubt, you will begin to see things happen in your life that you once thought were impossible. You see, so many people live their lives as though they have all the time in the world. They say, I will start tomorrow, I will pursue my dreams next month, I will change next year. But I'm here to tell you that there is a power in urgency. There is a fire that is ignited in the soul when you understand that time is moving, life is moving, and the window of opportunity is right now. Life will not wait. Life will not pause for anyone. And if you do not seize this moment, if you do not rise and take action today, you will find that another 6 months, another year, another decade could pass, and you will still be in the same place you are right now. But you are not called to stagnation. You are called to greatness. You are called to transformation. You are called to a life that others only dream about. And it starts with the decision you make in this very moment. Do not underestimate the power of believing that change is possible. You see, many people look at their current circumstances and decide that their future is already written by the mistakes of the past, by the struggles they have faced, by the limitations they perceive in themselves. But I am here to tell you that your past does not define you. Your past is only the preparation ground for your greatness. What defines you is what you decide today. And if you can see it, if you can believe it, then change is not just a possibility, it is inevitable. You have within you right now everything you need to begin the transformation of your life. You have the strength, you have the potential, and you have the capacity to rise above every obstacle, every setback, every disappointment, and claim the life that has been waiting for you all along. And let me speak to those of you who feel like you have wasted too much time, who feel like you have let years slip through your fingers. I want you to understand that 6 months is enough. 6 months is enough to reset your life. 6 months is enough to break habits that have held you back. 6 months is enough to step into your purpose. And Begin living with clarity, confidence, and unstoppable momentum. You do not need a lifetime to start over. You do not need perfection to begin. You need urgency. You need focus. You need the determination to say, I will no longer accept the life that I have settled for. I will rise. I will change. I will become the person I was created to be. That is the power of urgency. That is the power of realizing that your breakthrough is not a someday event. It is a now event. I want you to picture your life 6 months from now. I want you to feel it in your spirit. Imagine waking up in the morning and knowing that you are not the same person you were before. Imagine looking in the mirror and seeing someone who has overcome, someone who has conquered fear, someone who has embraced their destiny. That vision, that possibility is not a dream. It is a reality waiting for you. But it is waiting for your decision. It is waiting for your action. It is waiting for you to rise with urgency and declare that from this moment forward, you will no longer be controlled by your past, your doubts, or your fears. You will take hold of the life that has been written for you, and you will move forward with purpose, with clarity, and with unstoppable momentum. Listen closely. The moment you embrace the possibility of change and the urgency to act, doors that have been closed to you for years will begin to open. Opportunities will appear where none existed before. People, resources, and divine connections will align in ways that will shock you. But none of this will happen if you continue to delay. None of this will happen if you remain passive. The fire of transformation begins in the heart of urgency. The fire of transformation begins when you refuse to accept anything less than the extraordinary life that is waiting for you. And that fire, that determination, that belief will carry you through the next 6 months into a life so radically different, so remarkably powerful, that you will wonder why you ever doubted that change was possible. I want you to hear me today, because what I am about to say is for those who are ready to step into the fullness of their destiny. You see, life is not a series of accidents. Life is not a collection of random events that happen without meaning or purpose. No, every moment, every encounter, every challenge, every success, every failure, it has been orchestrated. There is a plan, a divine plan for your life. And the moment you begin to understand that you are part of something greater than yourself, everything begins to shift, everything begins to align. And it is in that alignment that true transformation begins. Many people walk through life blind to the fact that they are being guided. They move from one decision to the next without realizing that there is a path, a destiny, and a calling that has been designed specifically for them. And because they are unaware, they settle for less than they were created to achieve. But I am here to tell you that you were created with a purpose, and there is a divine alignment waiting for you. There is a path that has been prepared just for you, and it is time for you to walk in it. When your vision aligns with God's plan for your life, when your heart resonates with your divine purpose, mountains that once seemed impossible to move will begin to shift. Doors that were locked will swing open. The impossible will become possible. You must understand something very important. Your life cannot reach its full potential outside of alignment. You can work as hard as you can strive and struggle, you can try to force things into place, but if your actions, your choices, and your dreams are not aligned with the purpose for which you were created, you will never experience the peace, the power, and the fulfillment that you were meant to have. Alignment is not just a concept. Alignment is a force. Alignment is the key that unlocks destiny. And when you understand that your dreams are not merely personal ambitions, but are connected to a higher plan, a greater purpose, you begin to live differently. You begin to move with precision. You begin to pursue your goals with clarity and with unstoppable focus. Many of you have been asking, how do I know if I'm on the right path? You will know when your vision aligns with your purpose. You will know when what you are doing resonates deep inside your spirit. You will know, because peace will accompany your decisions. Doors will open unexpectedly, and the resources you need will begin to flow to you in ways you could never have imagined. Divine alignment is not complicated. It is not hidden. It is simply about recognizing that you were designed for something greater than yourself and refusing to settle for less. I want you to imagine your life as a puzzle. Each piece of your experience, each moment of your journey fits perfectly into a bigger picture. But if you try to force a piece where it does not belong, the picture will never be complete. Divine alignment ensures that every piece falls into its rightful place. It allows your talents to shine, your purpose to be revealed, and your destiny to be fulfilled. When you begin to operate in alignment, life begins to flow in a way that feels natural, effortless, and powerful. You begin to move with authority. You begin to make decisions, not out of fear or confusion, but out of clarity and divine direction. I want you to hear this clearly. Your vision must be bigger than yourself. Your vision must reach beyond the limits of your mind, beyond the fears that try to hold you back, beyond the doubts that whisper lies in your ear. Your vision must be inspired by something greater than the ordinary. It must resonate with the calling that was placed on your life before you were even born. And when your vision is aligned with that calling, when your heart beats in rhythm with your destiny, nothing will be able to stop you. You will face challenges, yes. You will encounter obstacles, yes. But the alignment will carry you through, because you are not walking alone. You are walking in partnership with the divine plan that has been orchestrated for your life. And let me speak to those of you who feel lost, who feel uncertain, who feel like you are wandering through life without direction. I want you to know that your alignment is not lost. Your purpose is not hidden. The divine plan for your life has not changed. It has simply been waiting for you to recognize it, to embrace it, and to step fully into it. The moment you commit yourself to divine alignment, the clouds of confusion will begin to clear. The fog of doubt will lift. You will begin to see the path before you with clarity. You will begin to understand your gifts, your talents, your calling, and how they are meant to impact the world. And when that moment comes, when the alignment is fully realized, your life will never be the same. You will no longer struggle in vain. You will no longer fight battles that were never meant for you. You will no longer wander aimlessly in search of fulfillment. Instead, you will step into your purpose with confidence, with authority, and with the unwavering belief that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. You will begin to live a life that is not just successful but significant. A life that is not just about achievements but about impact. A life that is not just about survival but about thriving in the fullness of the destiny that has been designed for you. I want you to listen to me very carefully today, because what I am about to say has the power to awaken a fire within you, a fire that has been lying dormant, waiting for the moment you would claim it. You were not created to live under limitation. You were not created to be small, to shrink yourself, or to accept mediocrity. You were created with authority, with power, and with a destiny that is far greater than the circumstances. I'm surrounding you today. I want you to understand this deeply. The moment you recognize your own power, the moment you embrace the authority within you, everything begins to shift. Doors that were once closed will open. Opportunities that seemed impossible will become available. And the life you have always imagined will begin to take shape before your very eyes. So many people live as though they are powerless, as though they have no say in what happens to them. They allow fear, doubt, and the opinions of others to dictate their lives. They wait for permission from someone else to step into greatness, as though their destiny is dependent on someone else's approval. But I'm here to tell you that the power is within you. The authority to change, the authority to rise, the authority to overcome every obstacle has already been placed in your hands. You do not need anyone's approval. You do not need anyone to validate your dreams. What you need is to recognize who you are, to rise up and to declare that you will no longer live as a passenger in your own life. You were designed to take the driver's seat. I want you to hear me clearly. Empowerment is not given, it is claimed. Authority is not inherited from others, it is activated from within. There is a voice inside you, a voice that has been speaking to your spirit all along, telling you that you are capable, that you are strong, that you were created for more than what you see around you. That voice is not a whisper of imagination. That voice is the call of your destiny. That voice is urging you to rise, to step into your authority and to take action. And the moment you respond to that call, a shift begins to happen in your life. You begin to see yourself differently. You begin to move differently. You begin to operate in a way that commands results, that produces outcomes, that changes your world. Many of you have been waiting for someone to lift you up, to tell you that it is okay to be great. I am here to tell you that you do not need anyone to grant you permission. You already have it. You already possess the power. The authority you are looking for is not outside of you. It is not in the hands of leaders, in the opinions of others, or in the validation of the world. It is inside you. And it is waiting for you to recognize it, to embrace it, and to act on it. The moment you claim it, the world begins to respond. The moment you walk in your authority, life bends to your favor. The moment you step into your empowerment, doors begin to open that were once locked. I want you to understand this. Empowerment is about taking responsibility for your life. It is about refusing to blame circumstances, refusing to blame others, and refusing to allow setbacks to define your future. Empowerment is about saying, I am in charge of my life. I am in charge of my destiny. I am in charge of my choices, my actions, and my results. When you make that tie-on declaration, when you make that choice, you activate a force within you that cannot be stopped. You begin to see obstacles as opportunities. You begin to see challenges as stepping stones. You begin to see every situation, no matter how difficult, as a platform for growth and victory. And let me speak to those of you who have been living under limitation, who have been told that you are not enough, that you cannot do it, that the world is too big, that life is too hard. I want you to know that all of those voices are lies. You are more than enough. You are capable of greatness. You are created to rise above every challenge, to overcome every obstacle, and to fulfill the destiny that has been written for you. There is power within you that is greater than any difficulty. There is authority within you that is stronger than any opposition. And when you recognize it, when you embrace it, when you begin to walk in it, life will begin to bow before your faith, your courage, and your determination. I want you to imagine yourself standing in the fullness of your power. Imagine feeling the confidence that comes from knowing you are capable. Imagine the clarity that comes from knowing you have authority over your life. Imagine the boldness that comes from knowing that nothing can stop you when you are aligned with your purpose. That is what empowerment feels like. That is what authority looks like. That is what happens when you refuse to live small, when you refuse to accept less, and when you step fully into the greatness that has always been waiting for you. You see, the world will try to convince you that you are powerless. The enemy will whisper lies in your ear, telling you that you cannot do it, that you are not strong enough, that you are not worthy. But I want you to know today that those lies have no power over you unless you allow them. Your power is not defined by circumstance. Your authority is not defined by others. Your life is defined by you. And when you rise, when you claim what is yours, when you walk boldly and confidently in your empowerment, the world will have no choice but to respond to the authority within you. I want you to listen to me carefully, because what I am about to say is the key to breaking every limitation that has ever held you back. So many people walk through life as though they are bound, as though invisible chains have been wrapped around their dreams, their potential, and their destiny. They live under the weight of limitations that are not even real. Limitations that exist only because they have been convinced to believe in them. But I am here to tell you today that those limitations are not your reality. They are not your identity. They are not the measure of what you can achieve. You were created to rise above them, to shatter them, and to live a life that is free, abundant, and overflowing with purpose. Many of you have been carrying invisible weights for years, the weight of fear, the weight of doubt, the weight of past failures. You have been told that you cannot do certain things, that some doors are closed forever, that certain dreams are out of reach, and because you believed it, you accepted it. But listen to me, belief does not create reality unless it is aligned with truth. The truth is that you were designed for greatness. The truth is that you were designed to break free. The truth is that you were designed to rise above every limitation that life, the enemy, or even your own mind has tried to place on you. You have power within you to dismantle every barrier, to overcome every obstacle, and to step into a life that is larger than you have ever imagined. Breaking limitations begins with awareness. You must first recognize what is holding you back. Often we cannot change what we do not see. You might think that the limitation is external, that the world is against you, that circumstances are unfair, that other people are the reason you have not succeeded. But the truth is that the first limitation you must confront is inside your own mind. It is the belief that you are not enough, that you are not capable, that you do not deserve success or greatness. These are lies. They are chains, and they are meant to keep you from walking into your destiny. Once you recognize them for what they are, once you call them out, you can begin to